Alright, we are working on this here now. This is the little bitty pockets I cut out in the seats, both of them. We are, let's see, we've laid up some cardboard in here, and we've used our scribe like before to scribe down it. It's got a little hump right here, you see, so I was trying to get it to fit that. We've got our design here. Now we got to go cut out some styrofoams. What I'm going to use, some of that old foam crap for you use for camping, you know, to lay under your sleeping bag. If I can fight the wind to do it. Let's see, we're going to cut out one here, two. Then we're going to cut out a square one over here for this side. Square one for the bottom after we remove this. And then we're going to cut out one over here. And we're just going to see how that looks here afterwards. I was just wanting to make something that goes in here where you can put things down in here and it'll be quiet and it won't be setting something down in there and making that kind of racket. And of course, you know, this back one here just for keeping things inside the pocket instead of going under here and getting lost. So let's get started on that. We're going to go ahead and transfer these over to them. And we'll measure up the rest of these. They're square, so that won't be much of a problem. And let's go ahead and get on that. Well, this is some little bit of a preview of how that would turn out in here. The way I had planned on doing this. The sides are not glued in yet or put in at all, so they're still sticking out a little bit. But that is the gist of her. I'm going to do something exactly similar to this on the other side, but let's go ahead and get this mounted in, because we will not be needing to access this anymore that I can foresee. I can still reach these screws here on the back end of it, so that'll be alright to putting on the hinge. But let's go ahead and get her on in, and we will get started on the other one. Well, after a good job of vacuuming here, we can at least go ahead and put on our divider wood between the hatches just to get it out of our way. Let me go in here and get the screws and the nuts and all that, and we'll go ahead and install that now. That'll clear up a little bit of room. Alright, there she is on. Let's see, I went ahead and I vacuumed off this here area all over this just so we can get the little old deck boards on. Now I'm seeing areas I need to vacuum for sure underneath there that I missed, but we're going to go ahead and get that the wood out here. We're going to get some carpet on it, and that'll be the ultimate test if it fits the hatches in, or we may have to cut down a little bit more. So let's go ahead and do that. I got to start with some vacuuming, then we'll get on that. Well, we got the front deck piece out here, and we got all of our carpet rolled out here for it, so it must be carpeting time. First thing I'm going to have to do is quit kidding myself about these wuss scissors and go get some decent scissors, and we'll get started cutting out our shape here around it and getting our carpet on her. Alright, we got a little bit of carpet on it. I haven't even trimmed out around it yet, but for the general purpose of it, let's just see how she's going to look. Lay it down on me, huh? Not too bad, actually. Get it back in the picture some. Need to see how this is going to fit on the boat, first of all, to be able to actually tell here what we're how these other latches are going to go on and how they're going to, if they're going to need any more cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and lay it up here and let's see how that looks. Well, can already tell here, even after trimming out, you know, around, I think we did this board. For clearance here, we laid this up in here. Listen to this. That's before this piece is even carpeted, so that means more trimming and more polyurethane crap on the edges. Because that, I don't know if you can see that over there, tight fit even before the carpet. You go ahead and put carpet on that, you wouldn't even lift that. We're going to need probably oh crap, I'll have to even measure that up and try to get an estimate. But as we're doing that, we will know for next time, which we've already done this before. Seems very familiar, doesn't it? We'll know though how far this one has to be cut out just by that. So let me do this a few times. Perfect. Might as well get to measuring and cutting. Let's figure out how much we're going to take off of here. Gonna have to go around, it looks like to me, probably the whole thing. We still got a nice little bow up in all the wood on this carpet that has been carpeted. So we need to get this down on it and see how far over the edge it's gonna hang. It might just need a saw cut or two off of right here. But right here you can see, dang it. And I thought we had this all measured out. Yeah, well, might as well get to measuring. Alright, I took these two, yes, two. I went ahead and seen this one suck too. I took these two back out and I went ahead and measured them and cut them, and I even went ahead this time and did a whittle carpet test. You know, why not? Since we did it on this here and that fit perfectly. I don't know what I was thinking, I forgot. Whatever. Anyway, did the pieces here and did it here and on the sides on both pieces. Now it will fit after we go through the trouble of a week's worth of polyurethane in it again. So we will have to come back to these pieces, both the front pieces. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on doing the seats.